Love, legacy, and late nights all live in the center of success. In life, in relationships, and in anything you put your hands to, those things carve the path. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much and welcome to the Sonshine State. I am your host. As you can see, I have some guests with me today, and I'm so excited to be able to host them today. Today, we are going to talk about some cool things, like have a real conversation about where we are in life and about how things are going right now. It's a lot of crazy things going on in this world. We already know that. But the thing that we want to really focus on is how within ourselves we can create paths for the thing that we desire to do, whether it be our personal wellness journey, whether it be our fitness journey, et cetera, et cetera. So I'm not going to keep talking about it. I'm going to let my guests introduce themselves first, and then we're going to jump right into the conversation. To my immediate left is Miss Erin Bain. So I'm going to let her introduce herself first.
Hi, I'm Erin Bain. I am Nev's wife, honestly. Entrepreneur. Yeah.
A fitness influencer, a mother,
Content creator.
yeah, fashionista, all the things.
Yeah, so
That's
me,
her.
guys.
Yes. And I have to her left, her husband. I'll let him introduce himself as well, Mr. Neville Bain.
Yeah, so my name is Neville Bain. I go by Bertie. I'm a businessman, a father, a family man, and overall just a less holistically in life. I'm very thankful for my family upbringing that, got me to where I'm at in life. I had to adapt in along the way, but all those things come together and make me who I am. So I'm just happy to be here today and share my experiences with you all.
Yes, definitely. And I think that is really cool to see. Number one, Black love, that's T. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see that. And I'm excited to be a part of or be around people who have healthy relationships, because a lot of people, myself and others included, maybe we didn't grow up around that. And so it's nice to see that so we can understand that this exists, this is real, and this is possible. So with all of the crazy stuff that, you see it in social media and in Hollywood and stuff like that, there are people breaking up left and right for whatever reasons. Now, we know these Hollywood marriages, half of them are fake anyway. But for those that are not fake, for those that are like real marriages, what do you say keeps your love strong? What do you say keeps you guys connected?
That's a great question. And I think a lot of people, when people think about marriage, they think, oh, we're going to date, we're just going to jump into it.
Right.
When you go into a marriage, you have to go with an open mind and an open heart, understanding that you are still learning, that you are still growing.
Yes.
That person's still growing. And the number one space where people fail at in marriages is they fail to learn something new about that individual with every day. And like, how is that possible?
Right.
We just met, we met a couple in Vegas. He was in NFL, his wife, they're energetic.
Yeah.
One of the things they told us that you have to continue to learn one another.
Right.
No matter what. And that's what keeps things going. And I think people have unrealistic expectations in marriage, especially when you hit those snags, those bumps in the road. People don't know how to navigate the hard times, which then puts a lot of strain on your relationship.
Right. Absolutely. I'm going to let you speak.
No, go ahead. No.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. Because I don't want to take away.
I'm listening. I love Hub's answers. I'm listening. I totally agree.
I love it. I love it. So I think that there are a lot of people, to your point, who have unrealistic expectations on what's supposed to happen when you love a person. Because sometimes we feel love is going to be puppies and rainbows all the time. And it's just not. Sometimes they're going to get on your damn nerves.
Yep, exactly.
And you got to figure out, like, do I love this person enough to not necessarily endure, but to understand?
Yep.
Why are you like this right now?
Exactly.
So have you had any moments where it was like, I love you, but I don't understand why you like this right now. What's going on?
That's a great question. We've come a long way in our journey. I'm going to tell you right now.
Tell me.
Because I'm going to tell you the first 2 years of that marriage, so when you first meet somebody, you hanging out, you might spend some time together.
Right.
But when you locked in, that first 2 years is where you really decide if this is going to last or not. maybe within that first 6 months to 12 months,
Right.
12 to 18 months now,
Right.
in our microwave society we live
Right.
in. However, it's like you learn so much about this person, how they live, how they clean themselves, clean the house. You learn, what their expectations are. And then number one, we got to understand we're all humans. So our personalities adjust and adapt to what situations that we are.
Right.
And true love, I'm telling you, true love is hard. Marriage is hard.
Yeah.
But again, it's about the connection, the camaraderie in that relationship.
Yes.
So yeah, them first 2 years, it was rough. I'm quite sure there was things I did. Matter of fact, I had to speak on this topic.
I was about to say.
One time she broke it down for me. She said, you know what? Sometimes you can be too damn selfish. And I had to take back. I was going to respond to that, but you got to understand when you're a single man living by yourself for so
He has only child.
long.
Only child.
See, only child. I had only child syndrome. Living by myself, bachelor pads. Like I didn't share my stuff with anyone. So now I got to bring this person to sharing my stuff. It's kind of like, wait a minute now. Hold on. It goes from me just doing whatever I want to do, how I want to do it, when I want to do it. I got somebody in my space, and it's kind of like, I didn't want to make her feel bad because she came to my space, so I had to learn how to adapt and adjust to that.
Yeah,
and that's the.
But I thought he had. Well, I assume, and I did. He had previous training from his last relationship. Because he had to share and had to, you know what I'm saying? So, and that, you know what I mean? So I thought, we was good. But, he had his little selfish ways, but he had training.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I probably now am getting to a point now, and this will be 10 years in marriage, 10 years in December 2025. But there's things I had to relinquish them and allow them to the relationship, if you want to call it. That's how the lady said. You got to say it like that. But and that's fine, just not having control over everything. Because when you by yourself, you got to handle yourself. You got to handle things. You got to take care of business.
Right.
And then when you become a unit, you can share those goals and tasks, and it's okay.
Definitely.
As a man.
I was actually having a conversation earlier with MJ, and one of the things that we talked about is that sometimes the things that I really want to hear from people who are in successful relationships are like, so how did you, coming from two different walks of life, coming from two different upbringings and backgrounds and stories and thought processes, et cetera, come to the point where you're like, okay, well, this is a part of me that I have to. Were there parts of you that you had to give up, or were there parts of you that you had to taper down or compromise with in order for the unit to form?
I would say taper down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I used to be outside.
Okay. Okay.
Outside and just, so I had to taper down a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
For myself, I mean, again, going from, from college, being a Mr. Mega Man, to all my brothers out there, living single and, in a metropolitan city, it was, you entertain things that you may or may not should entertain.
Right.
But you do those things being a young man and being on your own and just enjoying life, life. So that is, when you're in a relationship and it's going to be a committed one, you have to dial that back. And you have to let people know, like, hey, I'm locked in now, so you got to cut ties with some people. And sometimes that doesn't go all the time. It doesn't go well all the time. So you know how that is. Yeah.
So, do you think that men have a more difficult time with, like, actually letting go of past relationships with women, whether it be the memory or stuff that they still are keeping or holding on to from past relationships, or whether it be physical stuff or internal stuff? Do you think it's...
No, I don't
let me not say more. Is it difficult, period?
I don't think it's difficult for men to move on from past experiences. I think men, unlike female, because, that whole thing when women cheat on a man, it's different than a man cheating on a woman. Yes. I think it's that we don't hold on to the emotions of it. We hold on to the experience that we may have with somebody.
Got you.
Not the connect. I mean, sometimes it can be a connection, but sometimes it's the experience.
Yeah.
Because you have some people that may be experiencing some things. I'm going to keep it a buck. You have some people that they do some things to you that just take you to a whole nother place, and you be involved with that experience, and then like, hey, this person really not good for me, so I should not, they don't want to let go of that.
Uh-huh.
But that's why you see some guys who they be in relationships, but they don't even be in relationships. They have these different friends for different things, right? So they call this person when they want that, or they call this person when they need that, and it's no longer an emotional connection. It's a need.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep.
So
it's a
more
need and a
meeting
want.
needs.
Yeah, I don't need you, but I want you type thing. You know?
Got you.
And I can't speak for all men, but when you out there and you doing your thing and you're in the world, that's the type of mentality you go by. That's why when a woman
I was just about to say coming from a man.
Yeah, when a man cut up a man know you go through several when a woman's done with a man, she's done. Like she cut off. Like ain't no calling back. I mean everything.
All your shit is in the trash.
Done.
I don't want nothing.
You know?
I don't want to see your leftover nothing
done.
in my house.
Yeah.
Everything is gone.
But a man can be done with a woman. She call him and he's in a mental space where he's like, you know what? Yeah, I kind of miss her a little bit. He might reopen that door. Not all the time, but sometimes he will.
And I guess I don't understand the revolving door that it becomes sometimes.
Because it's more of a sexual pleasure thing versus, I need to spend time with this person and do this thing. And
Gotcha.
So that's why y'all move on fast. Y'all go get somebody new quick.
But I haven't fully recovered from
that
last
last door. See what I'm saying?
Okay, I see.
And that's why you end up slipping back into that situation. Because you haven't closed that door completely.
Understood. Clock it. Okay. So how do you protect like your mental and your physical health, like in the midst of the relationship? Like, so have there been some times that you felt like, maybe it's not because there's clashing, but because there's a lot of responsibilities, and maybe the amount of responsibilities could have caused you to be like, man, I really don't have any time for myself. So how do you make time and protect your own mental and physical health in those moments?
I don't know.
I can tell you one for her.
Go ahead.
It might be she takes time for herself. And she may not, I know when she wants me to go with her and when she doesn't. When she doesn't want me to go, she either gonna get her nails done, she's gonna get her hair done. Or she said, babe, I'm gonna be going for a while.
Right.
So I know that's her time.
Right.
And I don't want to interfere with that.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't even like going with her when she goes shopping because I don't want to stand in the store. I'm like a statue just waiting for her. I'm like, okay, babe, but I'm doing my husbandly duty because I guess that's a release for her. She look at everything in that store and may not buy one item, but that's her release. She would.
I like the window shop.
Yeah, me too.
Like I don't want to spend all the time. I just like to go out and just see what they got, and then you know what I mean, or just window shop, just like put things together. Or like, I had that at home.
Yeah, ideation.
I can put that together at home. Like, you have to buy everything. I just like to be out in the present. Then sometimes when he with me, he be like, do you really need that?
So hold on, I can chime on that. So right now, what we're working on right now is some financial discipline. Okay, there are more goals that we want to tap into. Yes. So in order to do that, I love my wife.
Yeah, of
and
course.
My wife loves things, and she loves to spend. So sometimes I know that's why she don't take me. We'd go places, and she would look at that. I'm like, do you really need that? You have one in the closet, and she like, seriously, dude. Like, can I just enjoy the moment? So she you just go sit down over there. Like, I don't bother you when you go in the store because I know what I'm going for. I get what I need and I get out of there. Like, I don't got to stand and wait around and ask questions. I get what I need and I go. It's an experience with my wife. I love her so much, but it's an experience.
But then there's also you. So you also have a wife who is creating designs and fashion concepts in her mind. So like she can do the window shopping, but she's also trying to still create something that she can show others, because if I'm not mistaken, I'm starting to see her putting ideas together so that it can generate people having an interest in what she's doing. So there's more than one reason why that's happening. I'm trying to help you out.
Yes.
But
you are. That's why I was like, yes. I was feeling it. I was like, yes. Keep talking.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's more than one purpose to
it. I get that.
You know?
And I love that about my wife. I would not have a problem with it if this thing's already in our closet with tags still on them.
I can help you with that.
So that is the thing that I'm like, hey, baby, do we really need that? And it's just like, because I know we may get something, and it will sit in. I mean, she has something in the closet right now. We went on a date, and it was in the closet for over a year. And when she took it off the rack, took it off the hanger, she's popping the tag. I'm like, wait a minute, you can see the date? I'm like, oh wow, 1 year to the date. And like now it's almost either is too big. She's like lost. She's torn up
Right.
her body. So I'm like, okay, that's what I'm saying. We just need to lean up the process finances a little bit.
But you see what I did was, right? It came together because I came
It
up
did.
here and got a shirt when we went there, and I put it together, a brand new outfit.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Only need one piece to that one piece that was in the closet with tags on. Amen.
Uh-huh.
And put it together and
It came
a brand
together.
new outfit.
It came together.
It came together.
I love it. I love it. So, what would you think? I'm gonna stay there.
Mm.
So now you said about her shopping and her spending. So are you a gadget guy?
I do like gadgets, and to her defense, her clothes, the things that I buy sometimes may not be equal in value because even technology costs money.
I was about to say, because I know if you keep buying.
But I have to make decisions. Now I'm doing much better than I did.
Okay.
I'm not complete. I do much better than I didn't do in the past. So I take everything in consideration because it's not just me.
Yeah.
I have a family. Okay. So yeah, I just look at me like, yeah, let's talk about your tech. I love technology. I do. And sometimes, you know what? I do buy. Sometimes every once in a while I get something I may not necessarily need at the moment.
Right. So now I know y'all got this brand, OmniBodi, and I'm gonna let y'all talk about it again in just a moment. But I want to know, so what was the journey like to developing this brand? And how do you get to an OmniBodi? What inspired you to kind of go there? What was that journey like?
Number one, it was long and hard. But honestly, I kept seeing it in the Bible. Omni, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, but he came up with it initially. Yeah. And then when he kept saying it, Omni, I was like, and I kept reading and I kept seeing it everywhere. Omni, and I'm like, oh, okay, I really like how he did OmniBodi. So we just took it and ran with it. But now I keep seeing it all the time. So I feel like that name is it. Yeah. And we have to and just keep pushing it because it's something. It's deeper than what it is, I feel like.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to define something because I think in our community, sometimes we fail to take care of our temple, which is our body.
Correct.
And not necessarily because some of it is due to in some communities where we aren't trained or raised in a space where we are consuming the right nutrition, even the right, I just took the right nutrition and the right macronutrients and stuff in life, which then cause us to be, overweight, we're over fat and under muscle. That's what I call sometimes.
Yeah.
And we know in our community that we have a lot of metabolic diseases due to the lack of muscle mass and diet.
Yeah.
People laugh at this notion that when you eat you get the itis. They think it's funny, but that's a direct reflection of the balance of foods that you're eating and the lack of physical activity, which then leads to the weight gain.
Right.
It's funny. I just made a video about one of my, and you can find it on TikTok and Instagram. I just made a TikTok about one of my favorite snacks I used to eat. And that's when I was a big guy. And it was I used to love these Swiss rolls. They are little Debbie cakes. And let me tell you, they had a stronghold on your boy. I would eat that and M&Ms. Those things I would eat in abundance, and I should have, which then caused my weight gain,
Yeah. So what was it like for you? What was that moment that you decided that, okay, I want to get my body in a condition that I can feel happy about. I want to get my body healthy. What was that moment like for you?
When I first met my beautiful wife, we didn't know we were going to be together at that time.
Yeah.
One of our first
And she tells the story of how y'all got together so well.
One of our first dates, and I'm going to say something, I'm going to just be honest. One of our first dates we went on, we went to the gym. We went to Planet Fitness. I'll never forget this.
On the first date?
It was like we just.
It's like,
I don't know. By second day, but she said, I want to go to the gym with you. I'm like, you sure? I'm trying to be like, yeah, let's go to the gym. This is when I first started my first journey the first time. So she came to the gym with me, and I just know that I couldn't focus all the way because I was looking at some other things. She's blessed. I'll say it like that. Looking at some other things, but that was a moment that we first came together on. on the fitness side of it, but we kind of tapered off because we, that was our first meeting and hanging out. We weren't together at the moment, but just friends, good friends, enjoying each other and, going out to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was what started your journey? That date?
No, that date, well, that started my journey.
No, you've been on your journey.
I'd started then, met her and that whole thing blossomed.
Yeah.
And then I kind of fell off because my jobs changed. I moved from South Carolina to Nevada, Las Vegas. And then what got me back into my journey as of recently, and I've been 2-3 years in now, is that I had Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a blood cancer, the white blood cells. And I saw myself trending back in that direction to have a third occurrence with that. So, my wife, she stayed active. She would go to the gym and I was like, no, work. And then I realized I got to a point where I travel for work.
Yeah.
And the one thing is that when you fly on airplanes, they give you, you need a seatbelt extender if you're a bigger guy. And a moment for me is when I went on this one trip, and I can see the flight attendant, she just had this look of terror in her face when she see me walking on board the plane. And she looked at me, and the first thing she said is she gave me a nod. So I'm looking around like, where the hell is my wife? Is my wife on here? Is she trying to give me something? So I nod back at her, and I got to my seat, and she nodded again. I'm like, what does this flight attendant want? Like, I am like, what is going on here right now? And she said, and she walked up to me, and it was like a drug deal going on. She passed me the seatbelt extender. I'm like, oh,
she went like that.
Thank you. So yeah, she did it discreetly, and I'm like, thank you so much for not making it a bad experience when so many people do.
Yeah.
And that was the aha moment. Like, you know what? No, it's time. Like, it's time. That compound with not having to go down the road of health issues. Dealing with Hodgkin's lymphoma again, which is cancer. I didn't want to go back down that road. So I had to lock in and I just got to do it. Mm-hmm. And I can tell you my first day back in that gym, what was it, 2022? I think, 22? I had a trainer, shout out to my guy, DB, Derek, which is a heck of a trainer out there. He's a hell of a trainer out there in Las Vegas. But, he told me, hey, you ain't going nowhere today. You going to stay. Because I was going to quit. I'm like, man, I ain't doing this stuff today. He said, nah, you can stay right here. Listen. Your boy ain't no punk. Like, me and him about to go toe-to-toe. But I'm like, you know what? I appreciate him today for keeping me like locked in that day. And now it just turned to a lifestyle. I get on her nerves sometimes. Mm-hmm. I say, hey, baby, I got to go to the gym. And she get frustrated. I'm like, what about us going on a date? Like, I want to hit this gym too. We can do the date and the gym. But it's just woven into the fabric of my lifestyle now. So I can continue to hit new goals.
Definitely. So what started? Okay, go ahead.
Well, that was another thing.
Okay.
I felt like when he started, he was just so head on and focused. He had to prioritize family and fitness because he would put fitness in front of family first.
Gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So he had to balance that. So like he's good now. So you know what I mean? So that's why I like to pay for a 24-hour gym because you can go when you want to. You don't have to be on a time. Like I got to be there for a certain time. Mm-hmm. So you see what I'm saying? So I feel like 24-hour gyms is awesome.
Yeah.
I definitely need to look into that because I do get frustrated the fact that maybe I want to go to the gym, I don't know, 12 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Because nobody else is in there.
Nobody in there.
I could film as much content as I want to.
Yeah. So, and that's why I heard Method Man, he did a podcast and he said he had sleeping issues. And he went to the gym.
Like 3 a.m. in the morning, something like that.
And he incorporated gym. Now he's been awesome. So
that's a part of his sleep hygiene. Okay, I see.
Let me tell you this, and I'll say this, and I know she said I felt like at one point I prioritized my fitness over my family. Mm-hmm. But I will say this because, like I said, I was prioritizing fitness because I want to be here. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes be for my family because if I'm not here, who's going to take care of them? And it kind of makes me, get a little emotional because, we sometimes put our health on the back burner.
Yes.
And then we find out too late.
Yes.
And now you can't make the change.
Correct.
Or you get too old and you so set in your ways, you can't make the change because your mind won't allow you.
We or he?
Like,
both of y'all?
Black people in general. Like, going to the doctor.
Oh, not me. I'm going to the doctor.
Yeah.
Like, just, like with random, like, with checkups and stuff.
Yeah.
With checkups. We go to the doctor when we feel something, and then we find out. I'm kind of like for random, like checkup.
Yeah, I go for checkups. Shoot, nobody say all the time, dang, you gonna go to the doctor? I sure am.
Well, in our community,
because I need to make sure I'm good.
Yeah, in our community, you don't go. Like you don't go unless you just can't move.
Right.
And sometimes can't move mean you're at the at a point where
It's
it may
too
not be a
late.
return. It's too
Yeah.
late. So you have to do that. And I encourage all men to go out there, make sure you get your regular checkups,
Where your numbers are, your levels
see where your
are.
numbers are, your levels are, and this.
Even if you're smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's people who are thinner who are dying of heart attacks too.
So,
Get that cholesterol. Cholesterol don't care how much you weigh.
yeah. So that's why that was why fitness first. I've since calibrated now, and I have a better balance with that.
Yeah.
But I mean, going from 420 pounds to 255 pounds, I feel a lot more energy. I can do more with my family.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I mean, that was the adjustment. It wasn't that I put them on the side. It's just I needed to focus on that. So
I didn't even say it like that. My bad. I didn't mean you feel like that. I'm sorry.
I know we had our share fair of talks about that. Like, you just want to go to the gym. I'm like, girl, I'm trying to make sure I'm here for you. And I don't know if that really resonated at the time. Oh, you know what? I could have been clearer on what I was doing.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love how you were like, you know what? Maybe I could have been clearer.
Yeah, I could have been clearer.
Because a lot of times, the way you say things and the way you receive what's being said might not necessarily be how she receives it. So being able to speak the language that both of you can understand is helpful. I love that.
Mm-hmm. And then sometimes when I say stuff, I just say it and don't be realizing how I say it and it come off crazy. That's why I was like, oh, he felt like that. I'm like,
yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe.
Yeah.
I didn't mean you feel like
it's amazing to acknowledge that because it's helpful to see that this is what is helping you all. This is what is causing you all to have that type of a positive experience because it's like, okay, I'm working to make sure that you understand that my intentions are good towards you at all times. Mm-hmm. Make no mistake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm here, right? Yeah. So what would you say is the thing that, so going back to the workout, I'm going to say that. How do you determine the balance between when you need to push harder, keep going? This could be workout or your business and stuff like that, or anything else. How do you determine when to push harder and keep going and when to rest?
Well, first thing I say is that you can't allow motivation to be your only driver. Because, motivation comes and goes. Yeah. You can't let motivation be your only driver.
Yeah.
You have to factor in consistency and where you want to go as that main focus. Because, some days you go to the gym, your motivation is low.
0.
I can't even get through it. I can't focus. It's kind of like, man, what is happening right now?
Right.
I mean, because sometimes you lock your motivation through the roof. And
I go in, sit in the sauna and leave.
So it's like, you're just getting your mind like, I gotta push, I gotta do this. Nope. Now, there are times when your body tell you, your body let you know, hey, dude, you need to chill out. Like, you gotta relax. And that's what she taught me to. Like, hey, you need to take a rest day. I'm like, I can't take no days off. I had one rest day. I incorporated extra active rest day in my week now. But
because his body makes him sit down. Like, if he sit on the couch, he don't never take a nap. Right. He be out.
Yeah.
That's when your body is literally telling you, like, all right, I'm going to sit you down.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But I got to keep going because I don't want to lose that fire inside of me to keep pushing and keep losing weight and getting healthier.
But you can have active rest days.
Yeah, that's true too. We do.
Because a part of the weight loss journey is you rest.
Yes. Because that's how the weight comes off. That's actually when the weight is lost. Yes. When you're resting. In your resting state, you know how metabolism works.
Yep. Exactly.
That's when everything is released. Let's talk scientists now. You know what I'm saying?
It has to be 8 hours.
That's when it's released.
And that's the other side of it too, because you're gonna work out all day, but if you aren't letting your body rest, you won't be able to
recover.
See rest and recover. Yeah. You won't see the weight loss that you need to.
Absolutely.
I take naps. You take naps?
I absolutely take naps.
I take naps.
I have to take naps.
At times, it's so hard for me to settle my mind. My mind is always going, so I try to do certain things to pull me back in.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like coming from an overthinker, that's where you just have your brain on on over, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just in a mode, like it's everywhere.
So as a fellow overthinker, how would you say that you were able to settle in or determine the path on your entrepreneurship journey? So say, for instance, when you decided on what type of brand you wanted to have or what type of things you wanted to offer, how did because I know for me, overthinking sometimes slowed me down or stopped me from executing some of the ideas that I even have for my own brand.
I'm still there. I'm still trying to figure it out.
Okay. So what are some things you're doing to like kind of counteract that or help yourself to cope with that in line with your journey?
Yeah, so just writing it down and then just checking them off. Like, the hubby, he always encouraged me to, like just keep doing something every day. Even because, he's a manager. Right. So he deal with he deal with people like me.
Yes.
Trying to figure life out. So
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Another thing for me, we just trying to hit a home run. Trying to hit a home run right out of the gate. That led to overthinking, which then leads to procrastination, which then leads to missing deadlines.
Yes.
And then that means to a delay in putting out your content or getting your stuff started.
Right.
And I think that initially kind of, I wouldn't say derailed us, but it hindered us quite a bit because it did take us quite a while to get things rolling.
Right.
And once we finally did, come up with the ideas, we had to start moving a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
And I think you got to understand when you get something, and I've been doing a lot of research on it, when you have an idea, the best thing to do is just do it.
Yeah.
Get it out, get it done. And then and sometimes people don't like that because then you got to go back and rework.
Yes.
But if you sit down and think about it, you will think yourself out of doing it.
Yes, you will.
And that's where the problem come in is that, now I've overthink it so much. Like now your thought process is not going to work.
Yeah.
When you initially could have just got it done and then push forward. And I see that, in the business world, that's where I'm still working on myself where I don't need to take a lot of time to make a decision.
Yeah.
Make the decision and move forward to get it done.
Yeah.
I mean, you can come back and right the ship if you need to, but you have to do it. You have to put it out there.
Yeah. So what would you say is that late night habit that you have, or that late night, sorry. What would you say is that late night habit or that late night thing that you do to work and to kind of get your creative juices flowing, to kind of get your flow going? What's your personal thing?
I like to clean at night when they all sleeping and everybody's. I like to clean and I like to listen to music and
Listen to music.
yes, I listen to music. I put on music on everything in the shower. Think in the shower or like music and Mary Jane.
Music and Mary Jane.
Mary Jane flows through there. The music flows. And I just
love it.
And I just be floating, like just be thinking. I'm like, okay, babe. And I call him babe, like, babe, da 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 da. He be like, yeah, write it down. I'm like, babe, you know this, and da 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 da. He be like, I was like, yeah.
Listen, I don't know. Them creative juices be flowing when she done hit it a few times. I'm like, good Lord. It was just that when we sitting down and like, I know you can't do it in meetings, but you gotta do it before, do your zen, whatever you need to get you in that space before you get on these meetings or calls so you can be locked in and ready to go.
Yes.
Especially as an entrepreneur because you don't have any type of, there's no oversight there. It's your business. It's your band. You build it. So you do what you need to do in order to get your energies flowing.
Yeah, definitely. And it's something that you, just like with a child, something that you work so hard for once they're born, you're like, you're the most beautiful thing in the world. I love you so much. And it's just like, that's the same thing with your business. You know what I'm saying? It's like, once you get it to that point where it was like the vision is happening, like even with the Spades events last night, I was, I was overwhelmed. So I couldn't really say much, but I was like, man, this is really happening right now. Like it's overwhelming to me. I didn't really have much words. Like,
and it's the second one.
Right. And it's odd for me not to have words, but I was like, I don't even know what to say right now. This is overwhelming. It's amazing. A good overwhelming. Yeah. So I can understand that. But it's the same way with your brand. Once you see things finally start to happen, it's like, I did it.
Then things start coming together.
I did it.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
And that's where you feel the most joy that we actually got here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether on that first you sell one piece, you sell 1,000, 10,000 pieces, like, oh, we actually did it. Like, man, we did this. We put all this time and energy and we've actually done that.
Now it's time to grow our baby.
Yes, it's definitely time to grow your baby. 1 second. Sorry about that.
No, you got it. Do your thing.
But so even with the whole balancing that you guys have, as far as the journey, as far as the weight loss, as far as things like that, because I know you guys have separate and then combined pursuits and things like that. What would you say to someone? What would you say is something that you wish you had known before you got into this space? And what would you offer as advice to someone else who's trying to pursue the same space?
Patience. Please have patience. Don't rush the process.
Yes.
Do your research. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. So what type of research are you doing?
More vendors.
Yeah.
Different styles and stuff like that to see what's in, what's not in. Different looks, but definitely more vendors. Like I want to, especially with the women's line, like I know what I want. I just gotta I'm finding and to get it and see how it fits right. Is this me? Is the material and stuff for me?
Right.
It's material to see how it fit right,
Right.
how it hugs your body for women. Because I know what we like. I know how we go to the
Yes.
gym, the way it snatches. So I really want to be hands on
Right.
with OmniBodi. So
Yeah.
you know.
So I know that you guys have some stuff. And I was wondering if did you bring any of it with you?
Just he has his shirt and hat
This
in
is
our
a
hands.
shirt. Yeah, this is a shirt right here.
Okay.
That I want to wet pearl so everybody can see the label, see the name of the brand. I'll show you the hats too with the logo and name on it.
I love this logo.
Yes, me too.
How did y'all come up with this?
Oh man, it was a lot of late nights, a lot of long calls, some frustrations. Which like that's the energy, right? You know, I work in corporate America, and the way you approach disagreements there's different you do in entrepreneurship because you can be yourself and you can have different conversations that's not so impactful to others when you have a close group that you're working together. So, you know, that helped me and my wife too, because not only were we building a brand, that's another part of infrastructure of our relationship is building that together. We're doing something together, which was an interesting dynamic as well.
Yes, definitely. And I mean, and y'all also have a child. So like, is she also like a budding entrepreneur or how does she fit into all of this?
Well, we did it. Another thing too, we want to get her in that space too. Because I don't want her to think her first means is just going to be, I preface this, everybody's not meant to be an entrepreneur.
Correct.
You know, because it's hard, it's difficult.
Yes.
However, for her, I want her to know that she has options. She can go to school. She can, start to tap into entrepreneurial things on her own. You know, like, hey, what do you want to do? Let's think about it. She's a little shy right now. But I told her that's an avenue where she can take.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I know that you guys have some things that are coming up. And I often wonder, like, how do you strategize and figure out what, like, are the next steps for you?
For me, I go off my wife because she knows all the latest fashion trends. I tap into her for that. And then also too, we work in a very vibrant, active lifestyle in Las Vegas. So when we go to different gyms and we kind of see what the trends are.
Yeah.
Look at some of the brands and see, look, this is what people like.
Right.
You know, one of the latest trends over the past 12 to 18 months, where people are really into these oversized shirts.
Yeah.
Some like the bodybuilder style shirts. Even the women. You know, sometimes you go to the gym and you have these women with these long shirts on. Like, dang, they even, why they let them in the gym like that? Because this is like they don't have any, bottoms on under there. But like again, they have the big shirt mentality.
T-shirts with the oversized T-shirt with the shorts. But so it's like I gotta find the right vendor to get the right shorts that you like, because it's a look. It's like a certain look that we wear with the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shorts and the big oversized T-shirts.
Yeah.
So what do you do or what are you looking at to stay current on the new trends?
Social media, TikTok, Pinterest for sure. They have a lot on Pinterest.
Yeah.
Like a lot on Pinterest. Facebook, so much. It's okay, but mostly TikTok, Instagram, and Pinterest.
Have you started posting your stuff on Pinterest yet?
No, I had an account for years.
Know that you can start getting like followers and start becoming girl. I didn't know this.
I had Pinterest
is the wave right now.
Okay.
I was like,
Kai telling me about it. That's what she saw her back to school stuff. She's like, you don't have a Pinterest? I was like, I do. And she was like, you don't have a wall? She was like, what's wrong? I was like, what?
People are posting their things and it becomes inspo for others. Yeah.
Oh,
and I was like,
noted. I hear that. Pinterest.
Yeah, word to the wise. Get on there.
Okay. Listen to these youngins sometimes.
Right. So what would you say is the biggest misconception people have about being both a creator and an entrepreneur?
One of the misconceptions, I think people think when they see a lot of successful people, that is easy.
Yes.
And that it doesn't take time and that you can just post anything or I think people think that anybody can do it. And you just can't. You have to have a rhyme and reason to it.
All right.
People you're following. One, you have to be engaging. One, you have to put content up that people want to be a part of. And the flip side of it is too, if you want to grow, you too have to be active. You still have to comment.
You have to be on there. Like, you know.
You have to come on other people's pages and be active. I see a lot of the influencers do those things. So it's almost like it's a part-time job if you have other things going on, but you have to be active in order to grow.
Yep.
And I think that's a misconception. I can just post all these things and people will follow me.
Mm-hmm.
No, and I'm telling you, and even in that space is becoming more and more intelligent because if you don't have things that will attract people's attention, they will skip past you.
I was about to say they'll mask you.
Yeah.
They'll pass you or
shadow ban.
Or they unfollow you.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfollow you. Yeah. I get everybody. I have a lot of DM. Can you follow me? Follow me, and I get a follow back. So before I got hit, I was like, oh yeah, for sure. I follow you. Girl, unfollow like crazy. I said, what?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's what y'all doing? I was like, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I thought we both winning here.
Right. I was about to say,
like, I thought we're both
your followers, your following is not costing you anything, right? It's free.
Like, I just never understand
But
that
people
concept.
want the dynamic where they have all these followers and they aren't following a lot of people.
So is that like look good or something where you have like that little?
Yeah. So pay attention when you go to, let's say, somebody with a blue check. Well, that don't matter no more now. So you click on their page and they have 216,000 or something like that. They have maybe following either 0 or 1 or 2.
Yeah. Really?
Pay attention.
Or they have like 200,000 or 300,000 followers and they only follow like 1,000 or 2,000 people. Whereas somebody who has 2,000 people, they would try to follow only 100 or so. Kind of keep it. I don't know if there's a set number or dynamic for that, but I'm just throwing it out there.
I got to get better at that. I'm terrible. Like I don't be following nobody. I literally, and that's the part that I need to get on. I don't do much engaging. Like I'll like. Oh, dang.
Yeah,
so I like, this man got 1.3 million followers and following 300 people.
So I don't know. I think that's the, the appeal people are looking for.
Right.
Yeah, to have high followers, but you're not following many.
I wonder why.
That's
Is
the
that
thing.
supposed to give like prestige or something?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Because you see a lot of people that have like a lot of followers, but they aren't following a lot of people.
Yeah.
And you see some pages where they have millions of followers and they don't follow anyone. So I just think it's kind of like maybe a clout thing, I guess.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because especially when that person started to get up there. So I've been following him for a while. Yeah. And then when he finally got up there, he started following nobody else. Like it was his page right there. I was like,
interesting.
Yeah, I picked that up.
Interesting. Some people be trying to use unfollows as punishment. Like, I think that's weird. Like, this isn't real life. Like, why would you use an unfollow as...
Not for you. It's not real life for you. But some people, they do get lost in these spaces. Like, this is their real life.
Yeah.
So, what you looking for, baby?
Her water.
Yeah, so they do get lost in it and they get, can become real to most.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
All good. So what do you think, what values are they? And I'm about to wrap this up because I know y'all got to hit it. But what values do you think guide you through this entire journey? What are those values for you all?
In life or just?
In life in general, like that keeps you motivated, whether it be in your family, in your workout, or in your entrepreneurship, or at work.
Honestly, just life in general. Because we're here for a reason. Like, we're here for a reason. Here we have a purpose for a reason. And I'm just trying to find it. Like, what is Erin here for? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Do you think that you've figured out what Erin is here for?
No, I'm still working through him. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure it out.
Understood.
Yeah.
Again, it's for me, it's purpose. But one of the things that my grandparents and my mom, they all taught me is that you have to... Number one, if I can help just one person along my journey, my job here on this earth is done.
Ooh.
So that's why I try to ensure that I don't care if nobody likes my post, but if I can touch one soul, one spirit out there with my way, my journey, letting them know that, hey, you can do this.
Yeah.
You can start somewhere. And I get it. A lot of people don't like to go to the gym. I like to step out on faith and do entrepreneurial things because of that fear, right? That fear factor. But, you have to do these things in order to find value in life.
Right.
So you have to step out on faith and do those things. My first day in the gym, I wasn't scared. I just didn't want nobody to see me. And I'm not an invisible man.
Yeah.
You just have to go through it. But guess what? Everybody's in that space doing the same thing you're doing. They're trying to better themselves.
Correct.
And when you understand that, you're like, oh, I can get into it. And I can tell you to this day, there's people that, and she's with me sometimes. They're like, man, your weight loss is inspiring. Like,
Yes.
and you see people that you may not have seen them in the gym, but they'll walk up to you like, man, you look good. I'm like, I don't even know this guy. This lady. You look good. Like, keep going. Whatever you're doing.
But mentally,
that inspires.
That feels good though.
Right.
Oh, it does feel good.
Like low key, that keeps you going.
So both of y'all have lost a good amount of weight.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you say? So do you still feel like you have a mentality of the bigger version of you? Like, do you still find yourself doing things that the bigger version of you would have done? Like, say, for instance, if you were bigger and it was harder to walk, maybe you had a bit of a side to side going. Mm-hmm. Or say, for instance, if you were bigger and you had to kind of go into a space sideways, stuff like that. So are any of those things like lingering for you?
I don't know. You?
I'm gonna tell you right now, not for me. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Okay.
Because the clothes I can fit in now, number one, they make me look better, and two, they're cheaper.
Amen. They are.
So when you're a big boy, you play big boy prices for clothes.
Yes, you do.
You know, and it costs money.
Shopping at DXL now. He Macy's now. He's Macy's.
I still like my DXL now. I don't want to hit on I love DXL too, but I can't wear anything in there anymore because my body is much different.
Yeah, it's smaller now.
But it's like, those are the things that I appreciate my old self because now I look back and I have value in my life.
Yeah.
Like, man, I can actually talk to somebody about this and like I can be an example for them to get started. Mm-hmm. Just like I tell people, like, we laugh at it now, but if you have, I made this one post and say, hey, you guys, big old bellies. If you look down and you can't see,
your area,
your areas down there, it's time to get yourself in better condition because if you don't do it now, when you get older, things start to stop working.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure you don't run into that situation.
That is correct because we all need everything to be working. We're good. So, moving right along.
She moved very quick. Like, I know what this is. You're going to get out of that.
Well.
I like that. That's okay. And they work, by the way. It works.
Only on the Sonshine
very
state.
Well. Very well. It works very well. She knows. We ain't been together.
I feel like I shouldn't be here right now.
Years for no reason.
I need to double check.
I love it. So, how do you guys keep things spicy?
Oh,
like, what's some of the ways that y'all like?
It's this one right here. She, my wife.
I don't like to be bored. Like, I change my hair all the time, change my look all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, give me a name. What you want to be?
This one was popping some role play. At first, I wouldn't catch on. She was doing some. I'm like, what the hell is going on now? I gotta lock in. She coming like, okay, kind of hot and heavy here now. Come on, girl. Okay.
I love it.
I'm gonna jump back. I'm picking out what you're putting down. Let's
go. Just random, like like when he's home from work, like random. He's just on the computer and everybody doing their thing. I just be, I'm going downstairs. I'm going downstairs and bother him. Like nobody's doing nothing. Like just bother him and see what I can get myself into.
Yep.
So yeah, it's just random stuff and
I love it.
Keep it spice, date nights and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. Like even pull him away. Yes, babe, I planned this movie date. We're going here, or me and you, the family, Saturday or Sunday, whatever. We're going here for the family. So it's like a balance. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
And that's the thing that people, you got to continue to love one another. You got to. And another thing she told me, she had to tell me because I can get engulfed in work.
Yes.
We got to continue to date.
Yeah.
You got to plan. Even when you have kids, you have to set aside time to go out on dates.
Yeah.
And go out and enjoy one another. Yeah. Well, it's not about, you don't have to go to dinner every night. You can just do something different.
Yeah.
We went to the, what's that? The museum we went to was a Museum of Illusions. She picked it out, which I was surprised. I'm like, oh, this is what you like, huh? You like certain things like that. And, it's kind of like, man, we've been together so long. It's fun seeing how she's matured or changed over the years.
Yeah, yeah.
And some things that she may not have been interested when we first started together to now, like, oh, okay.
Do you find it difficult? Not difficult, but like, are there things that she likes to do, like the shopping, but like as far as date night goes, that you might not necessarily have been into, but you've tried and been like, oh, okay, I kind of do like this a little bit.
She's gonna laugh at this, but I back in the day, your boy used to be in a spot. I used to love going out. I would like hit this spot, that spot. We'd be out all night.
Right.
And as of late, like we had this one big event in Vegas where it's kind of like Neo Soul Night. Mm-hmm. She loves that. Yeah. And she always asks me, baby, you going with me this night? I'm like, it's not that I don't want to go. It's kind of like, Do I want to go out tonight? And, so she would go out frequent that with her and her friends.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but, I always find I do make some time to go because it's actually a good opportunity to go out and connect and meet people out in the community in Las Vegas,
Right.
Which has been really good. But that's one thing that I had to continue to work on.
Yeah.
And get back in that space. Because I kind of checked off a little bit.
Yeah.
Not because of family and stuff, kind of building a family and doing things. It's just, trying to make sure I find work-life balance.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So what would you say is next for you guys?
Oof.
Next.
What you think, babe?
Pushing OmniBodi, honestly. Pushing the OmniBodi, who knows?
Yeah.
Yep.
And so what is OmniBodi? Because we haven't really talked about that right now. I know we said in the past episode, but this is a new set of people. So tell people what OmniBodi is.
Huh. Man, OmniBodi is all encompassed, all accompanying of you and your journey. Mm-hmm. It's our fitness brand that we have that encompass our journey. Like people start and stop all the time, but you got to understand that it's about you.
Yeah.
It's about your goals and staying focused and staying committed to, one, you got to commit to yourself.
Yep.
And you got to commit to the journey. If you can't do that, then you're not going to stay focused. And that's one thing. Yeah. It's like a marriage. You have to marry the two, like healthy eating, healthy eating, healthy thinking, healthy relationships, because any of those things off, it's going to just send you back to where you started.
Absolutely.
So you have to build good relationships with yourself and with people that you love. Mm-hmm. And just embrace the journey. It's going to be tough. It's going to be bumps and bruises along the way.
Yeah.
However, you have to keep going. That's one of my things. Just keep going. Keep pushing through. You get to a point where I can't do this anymore. And I'm going to tell you, there's some days I go to the gym, I just have no motivation. Yeah. But I know it's necessary to do it because I don't want to go back to where it's space where I'm just ill. I can't do anything for myself. I'm overweight. I got this metabolic disease, or I'm dealing with cancer. And I've seen that side of it. Right. So I've been blessed to go through that, to know that I don't want to go back to that space. Yeah. So that's why I keep pushing myself.
Yes. And so you actually have been on the podcast before, and the last time you were on, it was February of 2024. So between then and now, what has changed for you?
A lot has changed. I think at that time, I may have been roughly around 290 pounds or so. And that's when I showed the people the pants I had, the size 50.
And at that point, you had already lost a whole bunch.
I lost a whole bunch of weight at that time. I probably was in a size 42 at that point. Mm-hmm. I'm now down to 255 pounds. Thank you. Thank God.
Yes.
It's been challenging getting there, but I'm down to 255 pounds. I don't remember the last time I wore a size 38 in pants.
Amazing.
I mean, I'm in a 38 pants now. And the goal is to be healthy, right? We can lose weight and look all good, aesthetically fit in our clothing, right. But the goal is to be healthy, right. And to and just be healthy, healthy, right. and let your lifestyle resonate to others. Correct. I saw somebody the other day. I told them how old I was. I said, "Man, you don't even look that old." I'm like, because I take good care of myself. You look good, your skin glowing, eating right. So that's what does it for me.
Amazing. What about you?
She's like, I'm already fine. So
I mean, but she lost a lot of weight too, though.
I had, but honestly, what worked for me is intermittent fasting, though. Okay. Intermittent fasting. So Babe started it. Yeah. And then I followed behind them. I was like, let me see if I can just stick with it. And then I have. It's just like, I don't know. That's crazy. Is it something that works for you? It just works. Not everybody can do it, though. Right. But now this is like natural. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, intermittent fasting teach you to control what you put in your body.
And discipline for sure.
You still can eat. You can still eat
Really?
Okay, for instance,
scared to eat stuff.
But listen, so last night I ate 2 donuts, but that was late, right? Right. It was like 2. Was
the little donuts,
right? Yeah. But then I'm not eating that. Because I don't buy anything sweet, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like moderation. Yep. Like, you know what I mean? But
don't get me wrong, you got to treat yourself sometimes. Yeah. Every once in a while, you just can't overdo it. You got to think about the calories. And I mean, every once in a while, I will have a piece of cake or eat something sweet. I try to make sure I chastise it. Things I don't go back to, things that I used to eat in abundance, like peanut M&Ms, I just don't eat them anymore because once I change my diet and the way I approach life, when I eat the candy, it doesn't taste the same anymore.
Yeah.
So, some things you just drop off and you won't come back to, but then, you continue to stay focused and stay on the right path.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. So I thank y'all so much for being on the show today. Like, this was so much good information, and it was inspiring to me because, of course, most of us, because I'm not going to say we all, there's some people out here, I don't need a man. That ain't me, girl. I need mine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a lot of us who are out here aspiring to make sure that we're building healthy relationships, especially romantic relationships, because it's important to know that the person that you partner with is going to be the person who is you can trust fully.
Exactly.
Going to be able to be a part of, even if they don't have to do everything in your vision, but still can be a part of supporting the vision, and you can support theirs, the healthy and the positive things moving forward. So I'm happy to be able to hear the things that you guys are talking about and the things that you guys are putting into practice, because it inspires people like me to continue to move forward in those things, because I understand that the balance of family, of life, of entrepreneurship, of wellness and things like that is possible.
Mm-hmm.
So with all that being said, where can they find you guys?
Instagram, Erin Simone 274. TikTok, Erin Simone. Facebook, Erin Simone.
And her TikTok popping. You gotta check her TikTok
It is.
out. She's doing her thing on TikTok.
Yes.
You can find me on TikTok as Big Nev. I have a lot of motivational motivational content there for you if you're going through whatever, understanding blessings and what it does for you, man. It's really good content for you if you're going through things, and it's good for you.
Yeah.
And then also too, you can find me on Instagram as Bertie Bain. As Navillion on Instagram, and I have a lot of motivational things there as well too to help you through your journey, help you bridge those gaps. As I know, there's ebbs and flow in any journey, but that keeps you locked in, and that's what I like to put out there for people who follow me.
Absolutely, I love that. Yes. Well, thank y'all so much for being on the show today.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, living a life where you can build a legacy and build yourself in a way that impacts not just you, but somebody else, to you and your grandmother's point, is huge. And I think that it is something that I would love to continue as even myself. That's the reason why I have this podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I came from a place where I was like, I am struggling with this thing. And I'm actually going to have like a tell-all that's going to come out, because it's like, people don't really understand the story behind the Sonshine State. And I feel like it would be helpful. But even having that story and even listening to the stories of others, it lets me know that I am creating and having that impact. And so I thank you guys for being able to be here and for me to be able to share these things and hear the things that are going on with other people who are in the same community. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. I am Sonshine Wiley. I have been your host. You can reach us at www.sonshinestate.com. Again, that is www.sunshine.state.com. And don't forget, don't sleep. We got this well-branded apparel over here. Y'all see the Sonshine State sweatshirt right here? Look, it's new. You go on the website. It'll be there. And I wanted to show you, I got my thick hoodie on, my
I love it.
My thick crop sweatshirt. So, and I got my new water bottle. Y'all are so excited. I got new things today. Yes. So definitely support. Definitely tap in. We're going to continue to tap in with you. Thank y'all so much for being here. Love you. Remember to like, subscribe, share, and hit the notification button. Bye.
Bye. OmniBodiApparel.com. Check it out.
So stand out. Stand out. Stand out. You're here. You're free. Absolutely where you need to be.
Thank you for joining the journey to the Sonshine State, a space for health, healing, and wellness.